Hi folks, Dave Sutliff-Atias. I'm running for Rochester City Council, and I'm here to tell you about something that happened last week you might not have heard about. There was a press conference that was put on by members of Rochester City Council, that's something I'm trying to get on, and some folks from different nonprofits from around the area, and they wanted us to know that there's a 40% child poverty rate in Rochester. Here's the thing. If you've been paying attention, you already knew this because it was in the last census, and it's something you could look up on the internet in about 5-10 minutes. So apparently there were hearings that brought in people from all of these nonprofits, expert testimony, they called it, and they compiled a 265-page report. Now, I know it's 265 pages because all the media made sure to tell everybody that it was 265 pages. So it's a big document that's really serious. So I looked at this 265-page report, and you know what? Only about 30 pages of it is actual report. The rest are appendices about these nonprofits that testified at these hearings. So there's about 30 pages of report, and most of it consists of data, like I said, you can get from the internet that we already know. And there was also 13 recommendations of what we should do to deal with this 40% child poverty rate. So just about every recommendation started with continue. Continue doing this, continue doing that. So there was nothing really new to deal with this 40% child poverty rate. And there's one more thing. Somebody at the press conference noted that this was a policy failure. This was not the failure on any individual for being poor. Totally agreed. And most serious people would agree with that it's the system, it's policy. So we have a report that has nothing new in it, and the people who create the policies, failed policies by their own admission, were the ones putting out the report. So this is why you really need to vote for me, Dave Sutliff-Atias, for City Council in November. Because I already know about the child poverty rate. I've read things like this. See, this is written by a guy in Rochester about child poverty. I didn't need a bunch of people from nonprofits, some of whom do good work, but to tell me about it, because I already know about it. And I actually have ideas on what to do about it that you can look at www.daveforchange.org. Now, there is not a 265-page report that looks like a junior in high school made really wide margins to make the report longer, but there's actually concrete ideas of what we can do to deal with poverty, both for children and adults in the city of Rochester. Thanks for listening, and I will see you on the campaign trail.